Okay, in this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you 3 pictures. I'd like you to talk about 2 of them on your own for about 1 minute, and also to answer a question briefly about your partner's pictures. Chantal, it's your turn first. Here are your pictures. They show people taking photographs in different situations. I'd like you to compare 2 of the pictures and say why the people might have chosen to take photographs in these situations and how important the photographs might be to them. All right?
Yes. Okay, I choose the one on the right, top right. That's I think a friend of a family is taking a picture of the graduation of the son. I can relate to this picture because I graduated my school a few years ago, and I think these photographs are very important to everyone from the family, like for the little sister, for him by himself, and especially for the parents because they're very proud and now they have something to be reminded to that day. And that's also the reason for the photograph, to keep the situation alive, to maybe frame it and place it somewhere in the house. Then I'll take the other one on the bottom. It looks like they're on a safari and taking picture of animals they've never seen before in the wildlife, maybe at the zoo. And that's one of the reasons I think they took it, to show them all of their friends and the family, and also like the one with the graduation, to keep it in mind how awesome the trip was.
Thank you. Pascal, who do you think might value their photographs the most?
In my opinion, it is definitely the picture of the graduation, because it's a very important moment in your life when you're graduate from high school or from university, and in fact they're dressed up very well, so they look good, and I guess this picture is the best. You can put it on the wall. It's going to be a good memory because you always can remember that day.
Thank you. Can I have the pictures back, please? Thank you. Now, Pascal, here are your pictures. They show people working in different situations. I'd like you to compare 2 of the pictures and say what the people might find stressful about working in these situations and how difficult it might be to prepare for them. All right?
So first of all, I'll start with the picture at the bottom, because there's a coach who's training his kids how to play tennis, and I like this kind of job because this winter I was working as a ski instructor, so I know how it feels to work with kids. And kids are stressful because they not always do what you want to do. Sometimes the parents tell them, yeah, let's go play tennis, and actually they don't want to do that. So they are not that motivation, so you have to motivate them. They don't do what you don't tell them they're supposed to do, so that's going to be very stressful. And the other picture that I would compare with this situation is the people who are working in a restaurant as chefs, but they're not behind in a hidden kitchen. They're the kitchen is open, everyone can see them, so they shouldn't do a mistake. There are always people staring at them, so they do not have time to rest or to check their phones or do something which is not allowed to.
Thank you. Chantal, who do you think would have spent the longest time preparing?
I think just for the preparation for the picture, I'd say the one on the top left. I think this man who's presenting his boards with some statistic informations, he has a long career behind this picture before it was taken. I think he really needed some courage to do what he's doing right now. And with all his studies and exams he has to take, I think that's the longest preparation.
Thank you.
Out of all of these pictures.
Thank you. Can I have the photographs, please? Thank you. Chantal speaks fluently. She focuses her description well on the question. However, she doesn't really compare the two pictures, but tends instead to deal with one at a time. This is a pity because if she compared more, she might be able to show a greater range of grammatical forms and language, such as speculation. Also, she should use a greater range of cohesive devices and discourse markers, such as whereas or on the other hand. Pascal answers his question about Chantal's pictures well, giving details to support his ideas. When speaking about his own pictures, Pascal also speaks fluently with very little hesitation. He answers the first question clearly, but doesn't address the second question. The two questions are designed to give candidates a chance to show a range of language, so Pascal has missed this opportunity. When it's Chantal's turn to discuss Pascal's pictures, she answers the question that she was asked and is able to support her opinion.